final question. We are coming up to the end of the year. So I want to ask you what you enjoyed most about managing your trust this year. What really made you get out of bed and think that was really great? I'm going to ask that question to Emily first.
Sure, thanks, Annabelle. I think markets are fascinating, and I love the job that I do. But I think if I was to have a second career, I'd now make a very good travel agent. In 2024, January in Greece, some delicious spring rolls in Vietnam, and visiting the Red Sea in Saudi were definitely some highlights of 2023.
I am completely envious, Emily. Lucky you. Um, Alex, what did you enjoy most about managing the trust this year?
It's a funny one because I suppose it's, if anything, it's sort of the, because everything I do is looking at companies. There's 100 individual companies. Everything is sort of stock specific, and if anything, it was, this year was about missing the bombs. So making sure you didn't pick the companies where there was a huge issue, because obviously when you have a portfolio of this many names and mid and small caps that tend to be more volatile, the fund tends to pick up at least a couple of those where you've definitely got it wrong. And actually, this year we've had an unusually small number of those in a very tough environment. So it was enjoyable that actually, on average, our thesis came through more often on the fundamentals this year than maybe it's done in other years, in what's been really quite a tough macro in a lot of spaces. So it might not sound like an exciting thing not to have just had disasters, but actually for me as a value manager that buys cheap companies, just missing those disasters is a really big deal this year.
Well done, Alex. Missed those bombs. And as Emily said, missing the blow ups, quite honestly. Well done. And James, what did you enjoy most about this year?
I think people tend to forget that the investment business is a people business. Fundamentally, it's all down to, a company isn't going to do well unless it's managed by good people. So for me, the most important thing is the people that we're surrounded by. We have a fabulous job in investment management, but I wake up every day and meet super intelligent, phenomenal fund managers who either run money for us or are looking to run money for us. So that's one thing. But I would really give a shout out to the Witten team. We've got a fantastic board of directors, my colleagues. I just love getting up and coming into work every day, particularly after a couple of years of COVID, where you sat on the other side of a screen and it just wasn't quite the same. But fundamentally, for me, the most important thing is our shareholders. And, we have a lot of private shareholders. And so what really made it for me in 2023 was them coming back in droves to the AGM, to investor shows like the one that the AIC hosted not that long ago, or Master Investor. And we now do a lot of online things with private investors. And so for me, being able to communicate directly with them and learn from them as well is really important. And it just brings it home what we're all doing this for. And that's so that individuals can have a better retirement or a bigger house or whatever else it might be that their goals are.
Yeah, it's always great to talk to shareholders and learn from them and find out what they've been up to. I can really appreciate that. I'd like to thank our managers very much for joining us today. It's been great to look back at key moments from 2023, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what 2024 holds. But I'd like to emphasize that we don't know what's going to happen in the future. Investment is for the long term, and it's important to have a well-balanced portfolio. If you are in any doubt, you should talk to a financial advisor. All that remains is for me to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thanks so much for watching.